Hi, we're still reading Walter Brown, and we are still in the middle of chapter 8. But we are on page 67 now, page 67. So Walter just finished putting the fire fiend in the freezer, and then he cleaned up everything using magic, and his parents came home, so he went upstairs real quick. Well, partner, said Sixth Sense as Walter closed his bedroom door. I knew we'd have some close shaves today, but not quite that close. So close shaves are like little problems or things where something dangerous almost happened. You did splendidly, if I may say so. She lowered her head and started licking her chest. Walter took a deep, faltering breath. Shock and anger were quickly setting in, and he felt his body start to tremble. Splendidly, he said slowly in a cross, low voice. Sixth Sense, do you realize the whole house nearly went up in flames just now? We could have all died. Sixth Sense studied the floor but said nothing. What's more, Walter went on, his voice now shaking, not only did I not meet the twins, I also managed to break their television and their Planet Voss game, and they'll get the blame. They'll never speak to me if they find out it was me. Sixth Sense stayed silent. She seemed to be concentrating on something. Walter laid his wand carefully on the bed. Look, don't get me wrong, Sixth Sense, he said, trying not to sound so cross this time. This magic thing's really awesome, but it's also really dangerous. You saw the mess I made. Sixth Sense mumbled to herself and began licking her left paw. In fact, said Walter, now irritated by her silence, the more I think about it, the more I think I should just put Great-Grandpa Horace's hat and wand back in their box and forget all about them. Forget, said Sixth Sense, dropping her paw. Don't be ridiculous, Walter. You can't forget. You took your magic to a new level just now, and without my help. You can do it. Walter didn't reply. What's more, she added, I think you'll soon find there are other things you can do that you didn't think were possible when you woke up this morning. Pardon, said Walter. Why did Sixth Sense always have to talk in riddles? Look, I'm sorry you didn't get to meet the twins, she said. And about that smashed TV, I guess we just forgot to focus on how the monsters would escape. She glanced at the ceiling with a brief look of regret. Devil's in the detail. That means pay attention to every detail. Ooh, I almost just disappeared. Let me turn the light on. I'm magic. Ready? Ooh, I'm magic. Devil's in the detail. That means pay attention to every detail. Okay. But you did brilliantly in the end, Walter, and I'll make everything up to you. I promise. She stood up and began parading around the room, ignoring his silence. Anyway, remember, your great-grandpa chose us for a reason. You can't just give up like that. Walter sat down on his bed and chewed his bottom lip. His thoughts tumbled over one another. He was still furious with Sixth Sense for the failed experiment and for the danger it had put everyone in. But it was, he supposed, her first time testing the magic too. And something deep down told him he could trust her. Besides, after his disastrous start, hadn't he managed to perform magic on his own that really worked? Not once, but twice. And if Great-Grandpa Horace had chosen them for a reason, perhaps he should take Sixth Sense's advice. Okay, he said with a sigh. I won't banish the hat for now, but no more smashing up people's things. Deal, said Sixth Sense, flashing her eyes at him. She shook her head, sat down, and stared into space in front of her. Ooh. What? Said Walter, as Sixth Sense's eyes seemed to started to glaze over. I've just seen something. Oh, how very interesting. What sixth sense? Well, she said dreamily, seeming to look at and through Walter at the same time. I think it might be where we're going abroad. I can see mountains and snow and, oh no, it's fading. She stood up and shook herself out. Sorry, partner, it's gone. Looks like we'll just have to wait and see. When? How soon? Asked Walter, a mixture of curiosity and dread taking hold. I'm not really sure I'm ready for this. No need to fret, said Sixth Sense. It won't be for a good while yet. Relax. Walter let out a breath. Phew. Well, thank goodness for that. He sat down on his bed and slipped off his gloves. Now, I hope you don't mind, Sixth Sense, but we're having an early lunch today. Then I have my football party to get ready for. So you do, said Sixth Sense. Oh, I nearly forgot. Happy birthday, Walter. All this book happened just on his birthday. We're still on his birthday. Walter grinned at his cat, then plucked his top hat from his head and twirled it across the room, where this time it landed neatly on his desk. And that is the end of chapter 8.